Reps probe foreign interest in Edo Museum. U.S. envoy Nicki Minaj decry killings in Nigeria. Kebbi school abduction happened despite intelligence report, says the president Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Tinubu heads to South Africa, Angola for G20 AU summit. Missing FRSC officer daughter third killed by Osun herbalist. Missing FRSC officer and daughter third killed by Osun herbalists. Okay, let's give you some more stories now. Turaki-led PDP defends chairman's call for foreign intervention. APC condemns Turaki's call for Trump's intervention in Nigerian politics. PDP members defect to APC in Ondo. Help save Nigeria's democracy. PDP's Turaki appeals to Trump. Wike-led PDP faction expels Makinde, Bode George and others. Did you see it? Oh God, this country. Oh God. Wike-led PDP faction in turn expels Makinde, expels Bode George and some other persons. We'll give a full breakdown of all of these stories later, okay? Just follow me. Call Wike to order. PDP spokesperson urges Tinubu. Turaki's PDP faction postpones next meeting. And then they say that is due to extension. Or rather, tension is due to tensions. I'll take that again. Turaki's PDP faction postpones next meeting due to tensions. PDP rift to be resolved soon, says BOT member. Okay. And then Beavers ends identity theft in Nigerian elections, says INEC chair. Check your time now, 7:08 a.m. Now we move to Daily Trust newspaper. To Daily Trust now. Why I applied for immigration job. Visually impaired man is the one speaking. Why I applied for immigration job. Visually impaired man speaks. Health workers strike paralyzes hospitals. And onto Kebbi abduction, how bandits attacked our school, according to students speaking there. How bandits attacked our school. And then let's move on to some of the headlines. Mentally unstable man kills soldier in Lagos. Mentally unstable man kills soldier in Lagos. 44 lawmakers write Tinubu beg for Kanu's release. 44 lawmakers. Federal government to introduce TIV NUPE degree programs. And then PDP, Turaki, Wike camps clash at party secretariat. Pastor shot, worshippers abducted as bandits hit Kwara Church. It's a sad one. Let's check up Vanguard for some more stories. So the biggest story here, Shetima heads to Kebbi as Tinubu vows rescue of kidnapped students. Khan insists there is Christian genocide in Nigeria. I think now U.S. Congress has said it, Trump has said it, Nicki Minaj has said it, Pope has said it, and who again? Okay. In Nigeria, Christians are being targeted, says Nicki Minaj, calls for urgent action. And then Nigeria's external reserves rises to $46 billion, highest in 7 years. Okay. 2027, Tinubu's re-election crucial for national stability, says APC Group. Tinubu's re-election is very crucial for national stability, according to APC Group. And then, Nicki Minaj speaks on alleged Christian persecution in Nigeria. Soldier attacked by mentally unstable man confirmed dead. Minibus plunges into Ogoja River and 5 persons were drowned. Minibus plunges into Ogoja River, 5 drowned. 31 suspected cultists, fraudsters arrested in Edo. And then police arrest organ harvest merchant, rescue 3 victims in Nasarawa State. PDP crisis deepens, tear gas standoff as Wike governors clash in 3-hour Abuja siege. Okay. Turaki postpones PDP National Working Committee meeting. And then there are photos here. Politicians, journalists camper for safety as police fire tear gas at PDP headquarters. 2026, Adeleke searching for platform to contest poll. PDP Deputy National Vice Chairman Southwest is the one who is saying that. And we'll visit the Nation. Yeah. No, let me not take the Nation first. Let's touch the Sun newspaper first. You okay? For some more headlines. The Punch is next, everyone. Let's punch it together. Protecting Nigerian Christians is about uniting humanity, says Nicki Minaj. Ebonyi native doctor nabbed for abducting and defiling minors. Ohaneze Eno wave banner of unity. We are rebuilding Enugu into a modern, competitive, crime-free state, says Governor Mba. ASU warns of another nationwide shutdown as negotiation stalls. Okay. Imo Action People's Party commences membership registration. Nasarawa 2027, Adamu stresses respect for elders as delegation presents Kana for Senate consideration. Makinde, Bode George, others expelled by Wike-led PDP faction. Beavers has ended era of multiple voting identity fraud, says INEC chairman. And then finally here, move to legitimize return of Senate president. Deputy suffers setback at Senate. Move to legitimize return of Senate president and deputy suffers setback at Senate. Okay, I'll take you now quickly to Daily Post. It's got plenty other stories for us this morning. U.S. ambassador declares killings of Christians in Nigeria genocide again. Governor Kefas postpones planned defection to APC over Kebbi schoolgirl's abduction. And then, my son, big fan of yours, Trump says as he honors Cristiano Ronaldo at White House. And then, let's see. 2026 World Cup. All countries who have qualified for intercontinental playoffs. There's a list there. Malami decries Kebbi schoolgirl's abduction, calls for decisive security action. And then to some of the political stories here. PDP members clashes, shameful. It's a pity, according to spokesman. PDP members clash. It's shameful and a pity. Still talking PDP, convention properly, duly constituted. Ben Obi. Reckless, shameless, unpatriotic. APC blasts PDP for seeking foreign help. And then PDP sends message to Nigerians after attack on National Secretariat. Imo APP begins membership registration across 305 wards. Governor Alia's aide mocks autumn after Turaki-led PDP chased him from Secretariat in viral video. VOP 90.3 FM. Let me give you just few more stories courtesy Guardian newspaper. Reps member expends 1 billion naira on constituency project in Bauchi. Yeah. 2027 group begs Tukur to vie for Nasarawa governorship. North Central Development Commission to bridge regional gap, says Akume. And Kebbi school abduction sets off military push. political backlash, and of course, regional alarms. So the Nation newspaper now, which is the last one before Rufai will come in. Gender inclusion critical to national development. Communities benefit from 100 million naira empowerment scheme. Digital media owners explore shifts shaping economy. And then let's see. Abducted pupils. President sends Shetima to Kebbi. Cans Christians targeted in Nigeria. And then factions in fierce battle to control PDP headquarters. Voice of the People 90.3 FM. Like I told you, feel free to join the conversation on YouTube. It's VOP 90.3 FM on YouTube. And then to the comment section, I would read all of your comments this morning. Okay? All right. Rufai Oseni will join us now. Let's join him.
Right, a couple of stories making around. So finally, the interview Minister Tuga went to do on Piers Morgan to try to deny that this Christian genocide is actually out. And I would like to say that the minister did not have his facts. He claimed before the interview that he had his facts. But the minister's facts are suspect. You see, when people try to go and change narrative about what is happening in the country for their own selfish benefits, it's just a wrong thing. Call a spade, say the truth when it needs to be said. It's not going to hurt or destroy anybody. The minister just went ahead trying to spew all sorts of conspiracy theory, saying that the foreign counterpart that they co-debated on the issue is trying to turn Nigeria into Sudan and the likes. What happened to Sudan was entirely different. There was a fight about oil between South Sudan and North Sudan. There was a fight about marginalization, the likes of John Garang. Also, they had passed the Sharia law in Sudan, and there was a case of marginalization between the North and South. And what is currently happening in South Sudan is it's not a religious fight. It's a fight between two former warlords, Riek Machar and Salva Kiir, and it has now been pitted along the line of ethnicity. So you trying to make that correlation with Sudan, minister, you didn't get your facts right. And what is also happening in the north of Sudan now is a fight between two warlords, Hameti and Dagalo. These were two people that held prominent position in al-Bashir's government. Now they are fighting for supremacy. So, as the case in North Sudan as we speak and South Sudan, it's a fight between two different warlords. Then, coming to the fact that when the minister was asked, at first he denied it. He said Nigeria does not look on the lines of what religion the person is when somebody is killed. Before he finally said over 170 Christians were killed in the last 5 years. They asked him, okay, how many Christians have been killed since 2009? He didn't have the data. Dear Minister, you said over 170 Christians were killed. Let me quickly puncture your number with empirical facts. The people that were killed in Yelwata, it was assumed that the number was close to 100 to 200. The people that were killed in Owo massacre, the number was close to 40 to 50 people. There was a Christmas Eve massacre around some areas in the plateau, Bokos and the likes. That number was well over 300. There have been many other killings here and there, and many underreported incidents and kidnappings. When you calculate those numbers, it's already more than the 170 that the minister claimed, over 170. The question you should ask the minister is, where did you get his data that in the last 5 years, over 170 people? Because I don't know where he got his data from. If he had the data that 170 people, Christians have been killed, and I'm not saying Muslims too are not being killed, please do not get me wrong. But if he had the data that only 170 Christians have been killed in the last 5 years, please, he should show us the source of the data. And he should show us the reporting of such cases that led to 170 Christians being killed. Because we need to be able to interrogate the data. And if the government had the data set all this while, why didn't they release it? So these are the numerous questions we have for the minister, Foreign Affairs Minister Tuga, that went up as workers show. And he couldn't defend his facts, right? He couldn't defend his facts. And even if the minister, let me even stretch his argument further by saying that over 100 churches have been attacked. If over 100 churches have been attacked, is that not genocidal in nature? Does the minister understand that there's something called cultural genocide? That if you destroy, cultural and religious entities like churches and all of that, it will be to be able to stop the worship of people along religious lines. Is that not fitting of genocide? So, in a country that you claim there's no genocide, and religious homes are being destroyed, is that not cultural genocide on its own? And that's why I keep telling them, if they want to go on international platform, I think they should get their facts right. I think the minister's facts, and I like to challenge him to show us that data. How we came to the conclusion that 170 people are being killed, as Christians are killed in the last 5 years. I'm not saying Muslims are being killed, Christians are being killed, but there's Christian genocide. I mean, for the fact that Muslims are also being killed does not mitigate the fact that there's Christian genocide. And let's stop trying to play this narrative game. Please. There's Christian genocide, there's Christian genocide. There was a big brouhaha today at the PDP. It was tear gas and counter tear gas. In fact, the Wike faction expelled the Makinde faction. The Makinde faction tried to block the Wike faction. It was a show of shame for democracy. And that's how the cookie crumbled. Anyway, some people had already said that when they were trying to broker peace with Wike had said that part of his deal was that the PDP should not produce any top-notch presidential candidates in the next election. So obviously, it's doing the agenda of President Tinubu. And that's why when President Tinubu was saying that a lawyer should be aboard board at the judges' conference, I was talking about the fact that there's a perception that the judiciary is not living up to his billing. But President Tinubu also forget, and he didn't tell people or his handlers that you can't go to a justices' conference and be playing your mandate we shall stand song while he was going on stage. Because that's also partisan, just like how he's been playing it in the National Assembly, that's supposed to be the representative of the people's place. So there are many things that are wrong in this country. Look at the PDP debacle, one prime factor among them. And look at other scenarios and other happenings, one prime factor among them. So, let's just keep speaking truth to power. Because if we don't, God will ask us. Anytime we have an influence to speak for people and we don't speak for them, definitely, let's never forget that God will ask us. So, it's a very sad one. It's a very sad one. It's a very sad one. And the earlier we nip these things in the bud and call it spade a spade and say the truth the way it has to be said, the better it is for us. Also, as a U.S. mission at the United Nations, Nicki Minaj did come, made a very powerful speech, addressed the public on Christian genocide. There was another Nigerian clergyman that came to speak on what was happening and the sad reality of what is happening. Till date, isn't it shocking? And today we'd like to take our time to celebrate General Uba, that valiant general that died on the battlefront. Till date, our military are not taking up responsibility, although we've had stories that have been reported by ASWAP how this man has been hurt, but we are not acknowledging that fact. That is a very sad one. They have deployed some troops and the theater command out there to KB to be able to rescue the 25 people abducted. Let's see how that pans out. Hopefully we'll be able to bring those girls home. The vice president and security guard of that school, comprehensive girls school, was murdered. Very sad one, and it shows what is going on. The murder of journalist Khashoggi was a huge mistake. The Saudi Crown Prince, there have been many investigations that points the Saudi Crown Prince to the murder. So while he was asked that question at the White House when he went to see President Trump, he was caught unawares. We all know that Khashoggi was close to the Saudi royal family. In fact, he used to be close. He used to be a relative of Adnan Khashoggi. Adnan Khashoggi did a lot of projects, had internal links in the Saudi royal family, made a lot of money. What probably happened was that there was a factional dispute when Mohammed bin Salman was having a squabble with some other members of the royal family, and Khashoggi knew a little bit too much, and he was made as collateral damage. But isn't it shocking that the same America is so quick to welcome Saudi Arabia and do a deal with Saudi Arabia now? Because for them, life has moved on. It's all about trade. But Khashoggi has died, and the way Khashoggi was killed is the sad one. You know, the fact that his body was chopped off and it was hacked. It was hacked in the Turkish embassy, and it's a sad one. APC postponed the reception of Governor Kefas. Why are they postponing it now? So be after people died in Kebbi, they still receive people in what's it called? They still receive people in Kogi. So I don't know why the Progressive Congress have postponed the earlier receiving party scheduled for Wednesday. Felix Moka announced this, saying that a new date will be announced for the reception. Anyway, why they are postponing? There's a village in Adume in Taraba where they are complaining about the killings, the wanton killings and destruction of life and property of the thief people. They've been complaining about the killings. They've not done anything about it. They've not saved the people about it. It's just a very sad one. They are more concerned about political rallies and postponements and all of that. So rather than save the people, we don't hear anything. It's just a very sad one. A very sad one. Terrorists plotting to attack Southwest. That's what Gani Adams is saying. That's another blight as regards the case of insecurity. Aaron Okakafo raised the alarm that bandits operating from forests in the Southwest are plotting to launch attacks in the region if urgent steps are not taken to curb the attack. Addressing newsmen, Iba warned that some terrorists have occupied various forests around Kogi, Kwara, Ekiti, Oyo. In fact, Kwara has been inundated. Somebody sent me a message of someone that was kidnapped recently around Kwara. So kidnapping is rife. Bandits are already in forests around Kwara. So Kwara is even a no-go area. Even up to Odo, we already have them. Even they operated in Owo. So they were massacre, the killing in the church. This is just a sad one. I just hope that our leaders can rise up to the responsibility and be counted at a time like this, because it's what you do at a time of crisis that truly cements your position as a leader. The PDP is shouting, "Come and save us, Trump." Everybody is calling on Trump because it's just a sad one. It's just a sad one. Iraq is going to join DRC and others to play through intercontinental playoffs. Tinubu pledges stronger economy and Sultan urges greater efforts against terrorism. Many other stories making the rounds today. And like I said before, the PDP debacle is still on. A lot of back and forth transpired today. ADC is blaming federal government for the crisis at the PDP headquarters. The wife of the principal in KB Secondary School is recounting a very sad incident. Reps are moving to cut the eligibility age for governors and senators to 30. That's another one. Nigeria Foreign Reserve hit 7-year high of 46 billion. Yes, we have foreign reserve, but we are borrowing big time. Even our euro bonds that we want to pay, we are still going to borrow to be able to clear our euro bonds. That's the sad reality of our country as we speak.
Finally, President Tinubu is now acknowledging the demise of that great, victorious Brigadier General of the Nigerian Army that died fighting for his country. about how many days after, over 3 days after. You see, that's what we keep saying. Come out and tell people openly what is happening. Come out and tell people openly what is happening. But President Tinubu is saying, oh, he feels sad about the kidnapping of the girls in Kebbi and the Brigadier Generals there. But his vice president was in Kogi going to receive the new decampees to the APC. Can you imagine? Rufai Oseni said so. He said, what you do speak so loud, I can't hear what you say. So all of this hypocrisy we do is speaking so loud that people are already seeing through us. And that's why yesterday great conversation went on in the United Nations about Christian genocide. Nicki Minaj spoke, everybody spoke. And the minister, what's it called? The minister's interview with Piers Morgan came out yesterday, where the minister said that it was just 177 Christians that have died in 5 years. You see, the minister's data, I challenge you, where did you get the data from? Yewata alone, over 100 people. The Christmas Eve killings a couple of years ago, around Jos and other Barkinladi and other, over 300 people. In fact, Amnesty will say over 1,000 people, or over 300 Christians. And the minister is saying 177. So these are kind of the propaganda, and that's why the person he co-debated it on Piers Morgan's show obliterated him and said he was lying. And said all sorts, where did he get his data from? And these are the questions we should ask. As all of this is happening, there was a video showing us how important terrorists went into a church. And kidnapped people. It was caught on camera. We saw the terrorists, the video is everywhere. The question is, what will the government do about that? So when we see all these things now, all their data boys say they are demarketing the government. Which government are we demarketing? Are these things not happening? Hey, don't report killings so that you are empowering terrorists. Please, we want to also see the troops stop all of these attacks so that we can also report it. When our troops kill terrorists, we report it. But when people are also being hurt, we also report it. The video is out there, the chilling moments. So since that thing has happened in the church, and what have we done? Have we even tried to bring back the KB girls? And please, we should start the hashtag. Because President Tinubu was one of those that was carrying the placard at the hashtag bring back our girls. He too should carry this placard for bring back our KB girls. And ensure we bring them back. It's not just by saying we are sad about it. We are sad about it. As regards the economy, the CBN keeps saying yes, investor confidence, there's over 46 trillion now in reserves and all of that. We're having that money in reserves, but we are still borrowing. The other day, we wanted to pay for our Euro bonds due, we're going to borrow. We are getting as we're getting returns, we are just putting them in reserve. We are not touching them to be able to build reserve. I don't know what the economy is that, but when you have Euro bonds that are due, you are still going to borrow more. Our GDP is 240 something billion. Our debt is over 100 billion. Over $100 billion. When you make the calculation. So these are the things we are looking at. Inflation, yes, they keep saying it's going down, but like I've told you before, what they did was in the rebasing, the weighted average for food before now used to be 50%. They reduced it to 40%. So when you reduce something from 50 to 40%, the level of reflection will not show. But month-on-month inflation in this inflation number still went up. So you see, we can show optics of economic stability, big reserves, but we are borrowing heavily. Any small thing we do, we borrow. The encumbrance is that our reserves are supposed to pay things like what's it called? Things like Eurobond, cash calls and things like that. We are still going to borrow to do all of those things. So you see, these are the problems on ground. Don't we want Nigeria to be better. But if it's going to be better, people must do it in sincerity and in truth. That's just it. At the same time, PDP is having their debacle, which is now pointing to that the president wants a one-party state. People were saying it before, I was ignoring them. But from what it was alleged that Wike said during the peace meetings of PDP members, isn't this pretty obvious? As all of this is tilting to a war person. So these are all of the problems on ground. Please, we just want to beg the government. Go and ensure that they release the people kidnapped, the people in the churches. That video cannot leave my head. See how an old woman that went to church was camping, and that's why the woman wearing blue in that video. What kind of society are we building? What kind of society are we living in? These are the vestiges of a society that is failed. And when we say, people will say, oh, don't talk, don't say this, don't say that. Those are the vestiges of a failing society. Let's call it spade a spade. The truth hurts, but the truth brings redemption. It brings life, it brings sustainability, it brings strength, it brings capacity. And some quick investigative journalism reports, it's been revealed that in the KB Girls Comprehensive School attack, a teacher that escaped the attack said that prior to this time, the DSS had informed of a likely attack, and there were security forces there with them, taking care of the girls, drilling the girls, planning, and in a case of an attack, this is how they're going to repel the attack. They said all of a sudden, the security forces left, and 30 minutes after, the attack happened. 3 questions. Who are those complicits? Who ordered those security forces to leave? Then, what truly transpired? We have not gotten to the last of the investigation of this KB school crisis. See, I'm just going to remind you. It was just like when Mrs. Jonathan was crying then. There is God, oh, there is God, oh. Principal, what happened in the school? Is that case again? When Mrs. Jonathan was crying then, Jonathan was the problem in Nigeria, so everybody was mocking her, there is God, there is God. But what the woman was actually crying for then was the level of complicity in the system. Yes, the woman might do it in her own style. That was the way she knew how to do it. But she was crying because of the pain of complicity and what she couldn't understand. So for all of us that mocked Mrs. Jonathan many years ago, the question is, has she not been vindicated like Chibok, like KB? It is said by a teacher that escaped that 30 minutes before the attack, the security forces that had been stationed there for a while, all of a sudden just left.
All right.
Why did they leave?
Thank you, Rufai. Thank you so much, Rufai Oseni. Thank you indeed. Appreciate you. God bless you. Let's come back to the studio. Thank God I have a former commissioner of police live in the studio this morning to look deep into all of these killings in Nigeria. And I will take up this conversation from where Rufai stopped. CP Chooks, welcome. Let me say welcome to you first.
Thank you. Good morning to you and to the listeners.
All right, everyone. Like I said, feel very, very, very free to join the conversation this morning. Okay, CP. The President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has dispatched Vice President Kashim Shettima to Kebbi State to meet with grieving families of the school girls abducted from a boarding school in Maga. He also promised that the government is working to ensure their safe and swift return. All right, there are questions here. I am so happy you're here to answer. Now, Tinubu said, while he was speaking, he said that the Kebbi school abduction happened despite intelligence report. There was an intelligence report, but then something happened along the way, and like you heard Rufai say, the security officers left, and 30 minutes after that attack happened. In your opinion, what really transpired? In your opinion?
Well, in my opinion, it's very straightforward and simple. It appears there is complicity, compromise, and both from the side of the intelligence group and on the side of the terrorists or bandits or whatever they call their names, or kidnappers. Otherwise, how can you on earth be on ground? Nothing happened. The moment you left, within 30 minutes, the people came. It's too direct. And why must you leave? Who authorized you to leave? It's $1 million question. Until they answer it, they will now know where we are going. But as far as that incident is concerned, it is conspiracy. That's in short form by both the intelligence group and the people that did the attack. Because the intelligence group had no reason whatsoever to leave the scene. So they would need to tell Nigerians and people in the wide world what happened and why they had to leave their area of responsibility in terms of security
is it that the
coverage.
military has some insider, I mean, what do I call them now? What do you call
Black
them?
ships?
Some black ships, so to speak.
Yes, in every 12 there's a Judas. It appears that there are those ones who are, fifth columnists in whatever group you have. Their own is to pretend to be loyal to the cause of the group.
It's like the terrorists planted someone inside a camp of
That is exactly
military, and then
that's what they
to give
do.
them information.
Yeah, exactly. Because look at even the death of that Brigadier General in Sambisa. From the bit we had, he had already survived escaping from the battlefront with some personnel. They now went right deep inside the Sambisa forest, as alleged. And while there, they were now communicating their location so that maybe air support could have come to airlift them from there, or probably ground forces will follow. They will geolocate the place and ground forces will give a covering fire. Suddenly, those people began to trace them to that place. That means somebody must have told them, look, the man has not left the forest with his people. They are right inside there. Look at him. And you know, the ISWAP or what, or BH, whatever they call themselves, they have mastered that forest so much that they know where and how to get to where those people are, and they succeeded in doing that. You see, this now reminds me of what Trump had been saying, that these people can be taken away in a jiffy. You know, he said it to be very swift, smooth, and sweet if they come in, because those are the type of things America like doing. With the ICT, they will geolocate the place and send out one or two things to go and degrade the entire place. Forget this nonsense. Some people are talking that they are our children, they are our brothers, they are our relations, uncles. So nobody should touch them, or that they are protecting the forest. What type of rubbish is that one? And it's alleged that it's people in high places that have been saying such nonsense. The people need to be dealt with, because that's where we now send the signal. If you are a brother or a relation of a terrorist and you're encouraging him to remain, then you need to be treated like one of them too. So I had expected them to support the government, come out, and give them 100 allegiance for them to wipe out this nincompoops, because they have made life very unbearable for Nigerians. Farmlands, communities are being wiped out, and they are taking over the places. They will wipe them out or drive them away, raise their houses, bring in their families and their flock of cattle and sheep and all, and dominate. So to them, they have conquered what the jihad started in 18 something or 17 something. So you now come and be raising your shoulder that that place is now your own. In 21st century, for goodness sake, things are not done like that. So the earlier they are taught a lesson, the better for all of us. There shouldn't be sentiments. There shouldn't be politics about it. Let us face the truth.
Just yesterday, Nicki Minaj, also raised global attention, to the alleged Christian persecution in Nigeria, calling for very, very urgent international action during the United Nations event hosted by United States America, Mike Waltz. Just yesterday, she said so much that, in fact, this country of particular concern thing is even less than what it should be. I don't know. We should give it another bigger name. That the international body should come to the aid of Nigeria.
We need them, honestly speaking.
Oh, you say so too?
Yes.
Because some person has said no, we don't need them.
No. Those who are playing politics.
Now we can take care of our country.
No, they are not being honest. How can you take care of your country? In the past 14, 15 years, have they been able to take care of the country? Somebody is coming to help you, and you say you don't need help. Yet you are losing your people in very large numbers.
They say they are coming for mineral resources.
Which are mineral resources?
Like America don't just go to anywhere except they are interested in something.
Those are propaganda. Which mineral they're talking about? These are people petition came to. They looked at it on its merit. You know, before a president of US will come out to make pronouncements, there would have been some underground inquiries by professionals, specialists in various fields and areas. They would have gone down and did intensive questioning, getting to the bottom and getting to the roots of all those people affected, all those communities affected. They will document everything and then take it back to Department of State. And then the thing will follow the usual process to the Oval Office of the President of the United States. That's why he came out and made that pronouncement.
She said Christians are being targeted.
Of course.
Christians.
Of course. Or whichever time you see non-Christians being affected, that means those ones have refused to give them support. That possibly they're required. Maybe they would have asked them to go and provide food, provide fuel to power their equipments, and so on and so forth. So if those things are not forthcoming, they'll say these ones are their enemies. They are not supporting them. I think it's on that ground that they attack those people. It's not as if they're attacking them. Have you seen them burn any mosque? They don't do that. Unless you put up a bit of resistance to their cause, they'll come and wipe out everybody, including the mosque. It's a very rare case. It can be more than 1% or 2%. When you aggregate the total destruction these people had brought to many communities in the north and, both the middle belt and the north. And they are gradually creeping into the south. That's where I am worried. Look at what is happening in Kwara now. They are talking of Ondo. They are talking of threat in Oyo. Go to southeast, Ebonyi, the northern area that has boundary with Benue State. They have been having issues like that. So it is high time we come out holistically.
I recall the late CBN, one of the directors in CBN. What was his name again? Obadiah Melafia.
Okay.
Yeah, you remember what he said?
Yes.
That these guys have left the north. They are coming to the south. They are in our rainforest. They are everywhere. That was before he died.
Exactly.
And exactly what he said is what is happening.
That's what is playing out. But we shouldn't allow that, because once you allow it, the country is going to be destroyed. And the unfortunate thing is that the propagandists will tell you that you are demarketing the country once you are telling the government the truth. And you know the funny thing, this truth we are talking about, they all know it too, but because of political considerations and reasons, they will not come out to admit, look, we have a problem. We need help. That's what I've been expecting them to say, and even advise the government are right. Why would they be going around? Maybe because of what they have been benefiting from government. They don't want to say anything it's pure hypocrisy. They don't want to say anything that will make the government look at them with double eyes, whether these ones are still loyal or they are on the other side. It's not a question of sentiment.
The big question is, what is the federal government doing? Because now it's as if the fight is now between Christians and Muslims. You understand? Muslims say there's nothing like Christian genocide. Christians say yes. In fact, Khan also came out again to say there is Christian genocide. They're killing, citing Kwara and some other states, Benue, Southern Kaduna, Jos, and some other areas in Nigeria. There is what is called Christian genocide. The question is, what is the federal government even doing about all of this?
It's a thing of concern.
It's like they are folding their hands and watching things go.
You see, the one thing about the government, from what I've seen, in all honesty, is that they are only interested in elections. Who will win?
Really?
Yes, and who will be this or who will be that. That's just where their interest begins and ends. You see, and the issue of security is supposed to be paramount and a priority of government for its people. And you see, the unfortunate part of it is that every day they will tell us they have voted omnibus figures for fight against terrorism.
Security.
for security. And we are not seeing the effect. Maybe the omnibus figures are there on paper. Then in reality, something else. Maybe the money would have been channeled to go and do other things. You know, it seems from what we are seeing. Otherwise, with the quantum of money that had been spent since 2010 till date, we wouldn't have been hearing anything like ISWAP or BH in Nigeria by now. If there has been sincerity of purpose, we wouldn't be there. I mean, in doing the fight, it's not something you can do alone. You can, at the same time, bring in the Americans. Even if you like, bring in Russia. They'll help you in areas of technology. They'll just get the system set, and they'll be pointing. Look at where look at their concentration. This is their, and from here to there, when we put in this, and this, the thing will just land and clear every idiot there. You only go there and take
mapped
stock.
out, not even from Nigeria, outside.
Yeah, I'm telling you. That's what I'm saying. And they'll do it neat and go their way. It's like maybe if you had watched movies of the late 80s, early 90s, Delta Force.
Yeah.
Delta Force 1, 2, by Chuck Norris. You would have seen the way Americans do their things clinically. They come, clear the place, and go away. It's the same scenario.
In Nigeria, we make it look like rocket science. It's impossible. It's difficult.
That's the conspiracy there. That's not having sincerity of purpose. As far as I am concerned, if there is honesty in what they are doing, these people would have been driven away from this country. Either they are wiped out or they find their way back to where they are coming from. Because they have come like army of occupation that has no plans whatsoever to go back to anywhere. They have come and this is their land. This has become their home. How can you, from maybe Chad or from Libya, you come and settle in somebody's community in Taraba or Benue and say that place has now become your own? How? Well, because communities have history now. How did you come from the sky to suddenly become an indigene? You are not documented by National Population Commission and by whatever demographic details we have. That so like if we are making an example with Shua Arab, how can Shua Arab come and tell you that he's from Benue? Where in Benue? Maybe how inside Tivland you say it's your place. How? A place that maybe is the community is known to have been home to so and so and so. Suddenly you say it's your place now. You are not even a Nigerian. And then some people will be painting their thing with different colorations and playing politics with it. The earlier we become reasonable and sincere, the better for all of us.
In this country, I've not seen things degenerate to this extent. In this country, only in this country, we have political issues. I will still delve a little bit into the political issues now. But then, I want to summarily say this. We have deep political issues. We have insecurity. We have the issues of, how many will I count now? Everything. We have issues everywhere. No food, no light, no good roads, no
potable water.
I don't understand what's going on. Look at Wike's own side. Look at Yeriba's own side. Look at PDP. Look at what is going on, CP.
Politics is going on. Everything has been politicized. Everything has been politicized. And it's very, very unfortunate. And I thought the people in position of authority should have that human face. I mean, have that heart of human kindness.
As regards the kidnap, we hear that Shetima has been sent to Kebbi by the president
to go and rescue them.
Yes, it's vowing rescue of the kidnapped girls and all of that. Shetima.
Is that the way to do it, or is he going to sympathize with them for what?
The question is, what is the duty of the vice president at this point in time?
Well, because
I feel we have our chiefs of staff. You know, we have these guys who are supposed to be there to do the needful. What's Shetima going there to do?
Well, Shetima is the face of Mr. President, and in the absence of the president, he sits in for him. So maybe they feel that himself going there will add impetus and weight to the, federal government presence.
Face of Mr. President. I guess he's got another face.
Well, that's what we're seeing.
Because we'll begin to ask questions.
That's right. It's a thing of concern, honestly speaking, Very worrisome.
Sibi, I quickly want to get your views as regards the brouhaha, so to speak. Okay, before that, we hear that one of the 25 abducted girls in Kebbi escaped. According to reports I got this morning, that one of them escaped, though we're still trying to get deep into that. Another one is the Kwara church attack. I saw that video late last night. Was it last night or this morning? And I marveled the way they came into the church and the way they destroyed, killed, and all of that.
It's terrible.
In a church, just like what happened in our war.
It's a terrible thing.
Replicated in Kwara.
That's exactly what I said earlier. It seems they have infiltrated not only the middle belt or north central states, they are now at the fringes of southwest, south, and southeast states. So it behoves on those states, especially the governors of those states, to come up with a very drastic approach on how to combat that menace. Because you don't know whose time or turn will be the next. And if you take it with levity, you are there in government house, secured. What about your parents or your siblings or hence, kinsmen and so on and so forth? These are the areas they will look. And above all, the citizens.
I'm also sure you followed the issue in Abuja, what happened in Abuja, the siege yesterday, tear gassing and all of that.
In PDP.
Yes. How would you look at that?
To be very frank with you, the way I saw
Wike governors clash about 3 hours.
Let me be frank with you. The scenario playing out is something.
Gunshots everywhere.
The scenario playing out is what I strongly believe that the ruling party is very happy about. They thrive in such confusion so that there won't even be any opposition come subsequent off-cycle elections and the general election of 2027. So it is not a surprise. It's not strange that such a thing happened in PDP Secretariat in Abuja. Although it's a very unfortunate development and scenario, because I'm sure people in the diaspora will be wondering, are you sure you want to entrench democracy, or are you sure you're serious about democracy? Is this the way you want to preserve that democracy? Because one day, if they continue the way they are going, it may get the dimension that anarchy will overtake the entire place. This one is not a question of military purge or anybody coming to remove government. It is reaction by the larger population of Nigerians. They will enter the streets and say, enough of this. We cannot continue like this. Leave people, leave their parties to them. Let them know how to sort themselves out.
And again, the newly elected factional chairman of the PDP, Kabiru Turaki, has appealed to the U.S. President Donald Trump and the international community to intervene in Nigeria's worsening political situation. Trump, come and help us. Come and help our democracy.
No.
This one is not insecurity. This one is democracy.
No, we don't need Trump in politics, in entrenchment of democracy. We need him in security. Because once we have a stable system, a stable society where people can thrive and do their businesses, without fear of either being killed or kidnapped, or maimed, then I think that has taken us to the next notch. We have gone higher. Well, we don't need him to come and tell us how PDP or APC should do their things or not. No. We can manage ourselves in that area. Because we are used
manage
to,
ourselves.
Yes, we are used to it one way or the other.
Oh, really? Okay, but APC is also condemning Turaki's call for Trump's intervention in Nigerian politics, just like you said.
Yes. There's no need for Trump to come in, or even Putin. What we want is security to be guaranteed to all Nigerians.
Wike faction, led PDP, Wike-led PDP faction, rather, expels Makinde, Bode, George, and others.
That's their thing. It's their party.
These people will expel these people.
These people will expel the other people.
Yeah.
That's the confusion I'm telling you. And the ruling party are really enjoying this scenario, because to them, it's to their advantage if all those interested parties keep causing confusion. At the end of the day, a house that is divided by itself cannot stand. They may not even be able to provide or produce candidates for the general election. So it will now become a landslide victory for the ruling party.
Nigerians are calling on the president to call Wike to order. It's as if Wike is untouchable. Like some persons say here, there's a job awaiting him in 2027. So nobody wants to go there to say anything to Wike and all of that. In fact, the Yerima issue and all of that. In fact, summarily, Nigeria wants this man to be called to order. Do you think the presidency will want to do that at this point in time?
Well, whatever Wike is doing, I believe, has the support of the government and even the presidency. Otherwise, he's an individual. He's not somebody holding an executive position. Nobody voted him in to become a minister. He can be fired tomorrow. So if actually what he's doing is bringing embarrassment to the presidency, they would have thought of a way of easing him out since. But it's like they're enjoying everything he's doing. That's why if you are talking that he has done this, he will do more. Knowing fully well that to him nothing is going to come out of it.
Okay.
That he has backing, though like a silent force. The backing will tell him, go ahead. We believe you can move you can move mountain, and you operate like a bulldozer. So long as you put them in disarray, then we'll just keep coasting to victory.
Tinubu's re-election is crucial for national stability. How would you look at that headline? APC group speaking.
Politics, of course. That's what they will say now. But the opposition does not see it that way.
Re-elect Tinubu.
And the thing is that, I don't know, it appears the masses are even tired. Because to them, it seems as if their votes don't count anymore. So going to even get this voters card, I'm sure many of them will be wondering, is it even worth it? Because you go and vote different and then you see a different result. That is just the problem that the masses have with all this, all these things going on now in the name of politics.
TP, two major stories before we get to open up the studio lines. One, Ogun Monarch slams Fayose for insulting Obasanjo. I know you followed that story also. The way Fayose lambasted Obasanjo and all of that. How would you look at that quickly? 2 minutes.
Fayose is a politician, and he has
insulting the former president of Nigeria.
Well, the question you ask, there is what we say in physics and other sciences, where they say that action and reaction are equal and opposite. Something may have precipitated that insult. When you come and drop careless statements, not privately but publicly, to the extent that maybe press will pick what you're saying against somebody, the person will now go back and get set and give it to you in dozens, because he has nothing to lose. Is he coming for election? He has He has done governor for 2 terms. He can be coming for president. He has never shown interest in that direction.
So he can do it or say anything he
Of
wants to say.
course. He's not even, his body language does not show that he's even interested in National Assembly. Like some of those shameless governors, former governors, that are battling to go there and remain, so that they'll continue to remain relevant politically, and at the same time be controlling constituency funds. Because we are told at a point that senators get no less than 2 billion every year for constituency projects, and House of Reps get 1 billion, and they never contested it. Nobody came to say no, it's not true.
Finally, CP, 44 members of the House of Representatives have written to the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu appealing for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu.
Honestly,
4 lawmakers write Tinubu beg for Kanu's release.
is this the first time we are seeing this? I think it's good, for at least for posterity, that such applications, pleas and requests are going to the Commander-in-Chief of the Federal Republic. Because I don't know what is really going on concerning that young man's case. But, well, by the grace of God, we are there. We are watching the thing unfold itself, you know.
Lagos, Nigeria. It's time to hear your voice on some of these headlines, but that will be after this. My name is Jude. Stay there with me.
You are listening to the number one station. The Voice of the People, 90.3 FM. Do not touch that
November 25 every year is reserved to celebrate Ebriba women who as a unit treks from Ebriba to the seat of government in Umuahia to ensure that the kingdom did not self-destruct.
This 2025, the Anachuken in Council, as a highlight for this year's celebration, has set aside 2 days, 23rd and 24th of November 2025, to celebrate our daughters, mothers, and friends of the kingdom as Adena and Inyome Ebriba.
All roads lead to Ebriba as we celebrate our women, our pride, our role models.
You are all cordially invited as Ebriba celebrates womanhood in a unique way.
Signed, Anachuken in Council.
Customer, welcome. What do you want buy?
I want buy changeover. Quarter fuse and distribution board made of 100% heavy duty copper.
Oh, come, I get them. See, I'm here.
No, now I'm looking for Slatter Star J quarter fuse and distribution board, Nipo quarter fuse, Star J solar battery, inverter, MPPT controller, and solar panel.
But Oga,
don't worry. I know where to get them. Whether na Star J changeover quarter fuse, Slatter distribution board, Nipo quarter fuse, Star J solar battery, inverter, MPPT controller, and solar panel, Star J ceiling fan, sockets, all earthen materials. Make you no go do cover wise pan foolish show. Slatter Star J Indian product na number 1 since 1961. Made of 100% heavy duty solid copper with no compromise. Available in all leading electrical shops nationwide. Slatter Star J na you biko.
All right, welcome back, everyone. Voice of the People, 90.3 FM. Yes, I'm back. 0700 903 903 903 is the number to call. 0700 903 903 903. And of course, WhatsApp is 081 717 56338. Again, 081 717 56338. All right. That's a number to call to be part of the conversation this morning. Hey, I would encourage you to do more of WhatsApp this morning. Okay. Yeah, because of some network challenges with the 070 number. Okay. Yeah. So please use more of the WhatsApp number. Use more of the WhatsApp number so it will be easier for you. Yes. That is 081 717 56338. Okay, let me just say I will be taking WhatsApp calls and messages alone. Okay, just bear with us this morning. Just WhatsApp alone, and the number is there: 081 717 56338. 081 717 56338. Well, last time, 081 717 56338. You will move away from your radio set. You will turn down your volume so we can hear each other. Just about 60 seconds for you. And of course, mind what you say on the national radio. Are we good? Thank you so much. Let's go there. Good morning to you. What's your name? Where are you calling from? Good morning. Good morning. Okay. I told you if you're calling me, move away from your radio set before you start dialing the number. Okay? Please move away from it. Good morning to you. What's your name? Hello. Good morning. Good morning.
Yeah, if you are hearing me, my name is Ikema Base Information.
All right.
Yes, on our security situation and the killing of the Brigadier General, it is an unfortunate incident that the country should be in mourning mood. Just for instance, let's take that if even a captain or other lieutenant that's killed in Israeli military. The next moment, since yesterday or so, the place would have been flooded with aircrafts, fighter jets and things like that. Does it mean that we don't have the personnel? And another issue I'm sensing is that our military has been infiltrated by terrorists. That's where the problem lies. There's no what we can do in this moment, if it's possible, to retire most of them, if possible. I know it's very, very hard. Because by the time you accept the repentant according to their word, they are the repentant the terrorists into your fold. Who told you that they have repented?
All right.
Under 6 months, under 5 months, is that hard to rehabilitate a repentant criminal?
Thank you.
It's not possible. It can't work. The mentality is there and it's rooted in them.
Thank you.
It's rooted in them.
Thank you.
Someone was saying yesterday that the president sent delegates to go and settle the crisis. Which crisis? Is it? I mean, when somebody is fighting somebody in cold blood, killing people in cold blood, there is no crisis. It's a matter of criminality, and it must be stopped likewise. So by the time they have their political will, the president is only interested in second-term agenda, forgetting the lives of the people who are.
Thank you indeed. Your time is up. 08171756338 is the number to call. Hello, good morning here. What's your name and where are you calling from? Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
My name is Mr. Robuchi from Oshodi.
Okay.
Hello?
Good morning, I can hear you. Go ahead.
Okay. Please, my point is this. In all this killing, how many Fulanis have been killed in all this killing?
Sorry about that. Sorry, okay? You can call back if you can. Top of the morning to you.
Hello, Mr. Chipe. Good morning.
If you're calling me, move away from your radio set. Just move away from your radio set or turn down the volume so we can hear each other. Okay? Thank you so much. Good morning here. Good morning.
Hello, Makinde.
Yes, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah.
I believe that you are hearing me.
We can hear you. Let's go.
Thank God for repeating my call today. And I agree to Mr. CP for good work he's doing for our station. You see, the problem of this country is that whenever Nigeria quickly they forget things. Tomorrow now when they give them sweet now, they will forget their last pence. They quick forget. That's why our president say his people be like a fowl. When he takes more call, they will float them. This 2027 is coming now. Make Nigeria remember that is the 2023, 2024, 2025, that the rate of killing. Make them remember that this government didn't give us, in 10 years now, this government didn't give us any security. They didn't give us light. They didn't give us any good thing which poor man can benefit from government. So let our top Nigerians do their needs for trying to get their PVC. That's my own contribution. I didn't hear, but I believe that you are hearing me. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. I can hear you clearly. Once I take your call, just go ahead and have your say. All right. Thank you so much. Good morning here. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Good morning to you. What's your name? Where you
My
calling?
name is Brother Okuchukwuibe.
All right, let's go.
I come from Lagos State, Ojo.
Okay.
My own contribution is because the claims in Nigeria is too much. And our leaders benefit to hear the voice of the people because of their own ambition. I pray that 2027, that the blood of all these innocent people that are killing Nigeria will speak against them. That's my own contribution.
Thank you so
God
much.
bless you.
God bless you too. Wike should know that he is not God, that whatever we sow, we shall reap. Let him tread with caution. God will trouble those troubling Nigerians. I know Michael from Greenfield Estate. All right? Is the one calling. It's okay. VOP 90.3 FM. All right? Don't worry, I'll take your calls, okay? I'll take all of your calls. Good morning to you. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Hello, good morning.
Good morning to you.
Good morning, can be Jude.
Yes, good morning. What's your name?
My name is Chijoke. I'm calling you from Badagry Isaacs.
All right.
Yeah, my contribution, let me first of all thank CP for coming to the studio today. You're welcome, sir. See, this country looks funny. I want to first of all ask Malami, where is the list of 400 sponsors of terrorism UAE gave him under Buhari? Today, Malami is condemning the killings in his state or the abductions of school children in his state, and he's coming out to contest for governor. I don't understand these people, seriously. Now, 44 lawmakers has written to Tinubu. I think they should just end this issue with Nnamdi Kanu. People who have done grievous and are still doing dangerous things are walking free, are being pampered, are being given free medical care. They are being sent abroad. They are there, and it's only Nnamdi Kanu that they are flexing muscles with. I don't understand this. Please, they should let them man go. Let this matter end. Then Trump, I think the man should come quick. Nigerians are dying. There is Christian genocide. It's obvious. Look at what you said. See, I saw that picture, that video of para church massacre. In fact, I really don't know.
All right.
Unfortunately, we don't have National Assembly. We don't have a functional judiciary. Look at what Akpabio said. Anytime there's killing, he cries. So after crying, what happens?
Okay.
You are the president of Nigerian Senate. Which law have you made to tame this? What is Akpabio doing?
Thank you so much for calling.
Will you cry more than they bereaved? After crying, what next?
Thank you. Thank you so much. Good morning to you. What's your name and where are you calling from? Hello, good morning. Good morning.
This is Mr. Easy calling. You may not be hearing me, but
I can hear you very well.
The thing is this, you see this Nigeria, I don't know why things are really going on like this. One thing about the military, our military, before they join the military, they all swear an oath that they will keep to the rules and regulation of the country and they will defend the country and make sure everything works out exactly how the country wants it. But the painful part is those who are the top, those who are at the top, they don't stick they don't stick to the oath. Because these guys, they give their life. Once they get employed, they go in to say they want to fight insurgency, to fight their enemy. Nigeria, we are not fighting war. Our military, they are not fighting war. They are not going to other countries to fight war. But the war our military are facing is war, internal war. Does it supposed to happen? It doesn't supposed to come up. It's just like we are a family in a country. We say we are in Nigeria. We are in a country. We are fighting our own brothers. That's just what it means. So for these things to be happening, that means those at the top are not keeping to the oath that those in the junior team, as in those in the down lower parts, are keeping. So if this is such a thing is happening, that means those at the top are breaking the rules, and they are the ones killing our military, because our military are there to do their work. So once they get to the forefront fighting these so-called terrorists, they will still receive a call. Because 2019 I was with some military in the barrack, and this military man told me that they are just killing our soldiers. That imagine they are in the war front fighting this Boko Haram. Around 12 a.m. they had a call, and they said all of them should stand out, as in ceasefire rather. The next thing, a chopper, helicopter flew above them to where those Boko Haram are staying. The next thing, after like 20 minutes supplying whatsoever they are supplying these guys, the next thing they took off. Meaning these same people that told our newly recruited soldiers that they should vow an oath to keep to the law and abiding, to save life and property, these same people are not even keeping to the laws. They are just endangering our soldiers' life. Now I pity these soldiers that are recruiting into the military, because they are just going there to be killed by these same people that are at the top, that are employing them. So our soldiers are the ones. I just hope our soldiers will wake up and challenge those at the top, because if you are employing us and you say we are working for the Nigerian government, for Nigeria, and you still give this military, this Boko Haram or whatsoever, the grooms, supplying them weapons to be killing us, that means our military, I don't know what's happening. It's just like what Spela said.
Thank you so much.
Say our soldiers are just like zombie.
Thank you.
They are just zombie.
It's okay. Thank you so much. Because of our time, we need to run now, but I'll be back here to read all your messages, okay? And take more calls much later when I return by 10:30. Everyone, don't worry, I'll take your calls later, okay? My time is up. I have to run. I have to go now. Thank you indeed, everyone, for being a part of this broadcast this morning. I really, really do appreciate you, all right? I often say that I will, in Nigeria, let me keep this till 10:30. Join me again, everyone. On Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, I am Ikamijude. Ikamijude. That's how to spell it. Ikamijude is just one word. My name is Jude. Ikamijude. I love you all so much, and from me to you is have a pleasant morning. Good morning, Nigeria.